Looking for a better catcher, backup catcher. Wilson's defense. Connor Long. Boom, boom. Vroom, vroom. I don't really try to trade with my division teams unless it's a real good trade. Boom, 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 boom. Give me Salvador. Vroom, vroom. Sean Murphy. He'd be a good one to have. Austin Allen. John Murphy. Corey Lee. Cubs. I might try to get this kid right here. It's doable. A potential. Sit him in the minors. Call up Ben. Juan. Maybe Thomas. Or maybe Ryan. I like this kid. Tucker. Good defensive catcher. Dom. This kid could be it. Joey Bart. Alright, we're gonna go to the Cubs. we go. Parker Bridwell. Alright, we're doing it. It's a lot to give up, but welcome to the club, boy. It looks like the Cubs have agreed to our trade. You know what? He's gonna make his debut. 20 years old. Instead of wasting an option on him, might as well play a game or two, see how he is. Plays good, he'll stay up. If not, we'll call up probably Ben or Ryan. Maybe Juan. We got a catcher of the future. AAA. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Jake on the mound, and bro is gonna make his debut. Oh, he's tired though. what's going on. Catch a rising star making his debut.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Seattle Mariners and the Minnesota Twins. Number 75 makes his big league debut right after this.
Lamonte Wade and Parker Bridwell. Or this kid.
Jake Odorizzi is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Minnesota. What
20
do
years
we need
old,
to know here,
debut.
Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing 1 run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Malik Smith the next to
Malik
hit.
Smith.
And we are set for baseball here this evening.
For Seattle, the designated hitter, Malik Smith.
And the pitch. First of 4 here on this Monday night as the first pitch of the game is over for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Twins at the start of play here tonight, even after the victory last time out, they come in trying to turn things around as they've been slumping of late, winning in just 3 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. This is a fight at the bat.
2 pitches, 1 down.
And this is taken in for out number 1. And here's a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Seattle Mariners. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, you better be careful when dealing with that 5-hole hitter. He's on a nice stretch. That's 3 home runs in his last 10 games. He's swinging the bat really well right now. And by watching his mannerisms in the box, he just looks comfortable in the plate. He's in some kind of a groove.
A ball and no strikes. Walton is 5'10" tall, bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Boy, and it's a good night for the old hot chocolate here. 46 degrees at game
chocolate.
time. 1-2, the count to the Mariners shortstop.
You know how it be. Jake Odorizzi throwing them strikeys, getting them out.
Popped him up.
Pop up.
Amaya has a play.
Amaya makes his first play as a big leaguer.
Batting third.
It's young as hell.
Mitch Haniger.
Mitch Haniger the next to bat. First chance for him here in the top of the first with nobody on.
Give him a little curve.
Now the pitch. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish, and a fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Don't you cheat.
Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Need a put away pitch.
Right, 3 called, and the inning is over. Mariners are down in order, and now the Twins will go to work on offense.
Donaldson,
We've got
Cruz.
no score. Yusei Kikuchi, the Japanese left-hander, is tasked with the starting job. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy wasn't too bad in this last one, Matt. Pitched all the way through the 6th inning. And listen, that's what you ask for nowadays. If you can get your starter to get you through the 6th inning and turn it over to the bullpen. He took the loss in the last one, but he actually pitched pretty well.
Max Kepler, the next to grab a bat. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Infield in the overshift here.
He got a little hitch.
There's a strike at the knees, 0-1. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of the long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
And a good throw gets him, 1 gone. A chance field to take a look at the Twins lineup in this one. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Yeah, Matt, I cannot wait to get a look at Josh Donaldson, the bringer of rain. He had over 90 RBIs last year. What a great season, but I think he could do even better. His goal this year, I think it's got to be 100 runs batted in. He's that kind of a hitter.
Josh Donaldson digging in now. 1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. So far this season, Donaldson brings in a batting average resting just under .320, and will look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
And now before the 1-2, time is called at home plate. Now here's the pitch. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hit it right through the shift.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Really good late bite on that slider right there. The best ones have that late action that just darts at the last minute. They're so tough to get the bat on, and when you've got that good slider going, it's a great strikeout pitch.
Here comes Boomstick.
Here's Nelson Cruz now, as he rips it on the ground to second, and the inning will continue.
No,
through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, there's a nice knock by the 3-hole hitter.
Nice
I know
knock,
there's 2
baby.
outs, but they always say with your man coming up, the number 4-hole monster, as soon as he steps in the batter's box, there's a runner in scoring position.
Stepping in now, Jorge Polanco, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Cruz leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. That's ball 1.
Yeah, that's the human element of the game right there. Umpires are going to miss a couple calls. It's the pitcher's ability to stay composed and grind that's going to make him successful today.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ooh, I thought
1-2 now.
Late.
As a look, now the pitch. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. We've played an inning, still 0-0. All set for the start of the inning, and next to bat will be the first baseman, Daniel Vogelbach. Here it comes. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Odorizzi, 30 years of age. He was a first-round pick during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has. Nice pick.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Bouncer up the middle. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Hey guys, let's take a look at the Twins
Bucks
on
in
defense.
for his ACL.
And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Carlos Gonzalez comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And now a pitch on the way. A ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Line hard. Foul. No score here as we play inning number 2. He pulls this one into right, but he'll barely have to move out there in right as he hauls this one in for the second out.
The third baseman, Kyle Seeger.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seeger. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone. And it's fouled away. Ready with the 0-2. A bouncer to the left side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Here's Miguel Sano. He too had 3 knocks in yesterday's win.
The first baseman, Miguel Amaya.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. One and two.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for round number 1.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
At the plate, Eddie Rosario. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now here's the pitch. Down and away, 1 ball and no strikes. Bottom of the second here with no score. Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch.
I can't see the ball.
On a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
The second baseman, Marwin Gonzalez.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest.
Ball 1.
Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. 2 out, nobody on.
Gotta shorten up.
And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Twins are set down 1-2-3. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Now batting, Shed Long. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
The windup and the 0-1. This is in the air to left field. Rosario is there. 1 down. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central.
Murphy.
4 games out.
Now at the plate, Tom Murphy, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Division's a lot better than last year.
Now a splitter starts
White
things
Sox
off with
are
a
good.
cold strike 1.
The city's doing good. Detroit's not a bad team. Indians are always right up there.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. And that misses 2-1.
Well, we all know he's not the greatest threat with the bat up there. His numbers certainly aren't that pretty, but hey, I give him credit. He's really working the count right here.
Hard ground ball to 3rd. A dive, and he knocks it down.
Oh my God.
And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
The center fielder, number 8.
In now, Jake Fraley. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Double him up.
3rd inning, no score to this point. And it's quickly 0-2.
Fastball inside.
From the stretch. A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the 2nd out. And there's a cool milestone for him on the mound. Career punch out number 1,000.
Good for him. Good for him.
You know, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but he's joining an elite group of pitchers, smaller than you might think.
There it is.
Only
right
about
there.
500 pitchers in the history of the game have recorded 1,000 strikeouts in their career, so he's got to feel pretty good about that.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Malik Smith. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on its way. And a strike called at the letters. Looked high to me, but it's 0-1. 2 out with the man at first. Fouled away.
Cover down.
A pause and
Hard
the
0-2.
1 ball.
Good pitch. Inside, inside. High and inside.
popped him up. Amaya waits on it, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. One left for Seattle. Home half of the third coming up. No score. So here's Jake Cave to the plate. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
And look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Now it's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first two pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. And that's the first out.
I thought I was going to get a good pitch.
And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division.
Yeah, this is a game we've got to win. Can't lose.
Striding in, Miguel Amaya. And while not really viewed as a big-time prospect coming out of the draft, he's had to prove himself at every step of the way to get to this point. His first big league at-bat.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail
First
when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2. Amaya has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Wow, I'm not sure what they were afraid of in this at bat. The count moved to 3-2, and they didn't even challenge him there. I can understand being careful with some hitters, but not that guy. He'll happily take the walk.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner.
Traded Armadillo when his value
bring up the outfielder Max Kepler.
27 years old.
From the stretch. Kepler is a very well-regarded defensive outfielder. Used to be that fielders were evaluated mostly by the eyeball test and simple stats like fielding percentage, but of course these days there are many more advanced ways that help determine a guy's work in the field, and in his case he shines in many ways.
You know, Matty, for me, I think he does pass the eyeball test. I know you have to look at all the numbers and the analytics to really appreciate a ball player like this, but man, does he come to work every day and play hard.
Pitch.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
That's popped up. Here to take it is Seeger, and that's out number 2.
The third baseman, number 24.
Josh Donaldson.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that brings up the former American League MVP, Josh Donaldson.
Yes, I should.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Comes set, and the 0-1 is taken for strike 2.
Hey, down 0-2, he better be leery of this guy's nasty changeup. He has the ability to bury it down and away or down and in wherever he wants to. So you got to be on point with this one.
A runner on first with 2 away. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Murphy gathers, and the throw to first ends the inning. Twins wind up stranding 1. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Now at the plate, Donnie Walton.
Donnie.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Your idea of working the count goes out the window. You're frustrated right now, down 0-2. Got to find a way to grind.
And he popped him up. Polanco over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So we saw the fastball there as he got the pop out, and that'll segue right into our pitch speed comparison for these two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Hit hard on the ground to short. On to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Daniel Vogelbach.
Into the box now, Daniel Vogelbach. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. The 0-1 on its way. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Just 1 hit apiece for both of these clubs. 2 balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
Needs to cut though.
Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Mariners are down in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. And that'll bring up the big stick of Nelson Cruz. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, still the only hit in this game so far. They've been pretty well shut down. Guys on the mound have really much controlled the whole outcome up until this point.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing. Ball and 2 strikes now.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
The 1-2 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball.
That'll be curved.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away. So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring in Jorge Polanco to hit next. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1.
Yeah, Matty, you're seeing a lot of late swings on the fastball tonight because this guy has had everything working. He has them in the proverbial rocking chair.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes to the Twins shortstop. Counts even, 2-2 for Polanco.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And he fouls this one off.
I like his curveball.
And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Give me something.
Tried to backdoor him and lock him up with a curveball
now.
right there. Pretty good pitch, but he didn't quite get it to come back all the way to the corner. That's tough to do for most guys.
Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Looks like it's in a
1 out,
storm here in
nobody
Minnesota.
on. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Center fielder on the run. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
At least I made some good contact. Oh, good.
So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now the pitch.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0. Runs a bit inside for a ball.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Down go the Twins in order. Through 4. Still tied. 0-0.
Nothing.
Welcome back to Target Field as we send it to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Mariners manager Scott Service during the break about his team's offensive performance so far, and he told me overall he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. And Gonzalez lays off.
I gotta focus when I'm pitching. I can't lose track. I've been pitching good.
There's a fastball right down Broadway, taken for a strike. Lifted the other way out to left center. Kepler will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1.
Up next is the Adams, the third baseman, Kyle Seeger.
Digging in now for the Mariners, Kyle Seeger. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Popped up. And that's the 2nd out.
I think I let it drop.
Now that's second baseman, Jed Long.
I like having Donaldson over there at third. That's
standing in, Shed Long. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Lays off 1-0.
Yeah, are you kidding me? Red Rocco Baldelio up there. Bitching.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Whoa.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for the Mariners to this point. 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
No, he is not. Because the next team's only hitting 170.
No offer at that one. It's a cold strike. Twins taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
So coming to the plate, Tom Murphy.
Give me a Mountain Dew real quick. And a chew. I'm doing a chew. Some big league shit.
He's set. Here it comes. Down the third baseline. But a foul ball here. 0-1. Has a look. Now the pitch. Hit on the ground to third. Donaldson's there. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. Mariners leave one. Halfway home, still no score.
All right, good at bats, good at bats.
Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Twins to discuss his thoughts on Minnesota's lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats.
Go, Eddie.
Despite the fact that they've yet to push a run across, the game is still tied, and the pitch count for their opposition is really getting up there. They think that making him work as hard as he has is going to pay off later in the game.
That's out.
And that they just need to stick
That's
to the
out,
process.
Eddie. There we go.
Thanks. And it's gone.
Good stuff.
A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Home run number 5 on the year as the Twins take a 1-0 lead.
Good stuff.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Standing in now, Marwin Gonzalez. Standing in from the right side as he takes strike one.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. No outs, nobody on.
Marvin's so nice to have. He can play so many positions.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. Murphy is after it. And he makes the throw to first. Gonzalez is retired, and there's one away.
Now that
Jake Kane.
Riding in once again, Jake Kane. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. And now a swing and a miss, and that's what you call establishing the inside part of the plate. It's strike one. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Looks to me like he's trying to make adjustments pitch to pitch up there at the plate, but he's looked completely thrown off so far. Late on the first one, way out front on the second.
Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count 1 and 2. You're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
Rookie boy up.
And that'll bring in Miguel Amaya. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. And now before the 0-1 pitch, a quick stoppage as he steps out. Sent in the air out to straightaway central. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Some more of the colorful characters here at the ballpark tonight. We're back with more on this Monday night after this. Now to the plate, Jake Fraley will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent
got that
today.
home run.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched at this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
And that one cut a little too much. A ball and a strike. Ball 2 as the breaking ball misses inside.
Hey, struggling to find the release point of that curveball. That wasn't a very good one. Somehow he's just got to find that feel because that's a pitch he's going to need going forward.
Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. And it's fouled away. Check to swing there and pops this one up.
You know what we call that? We call that clean living. To get a knock on a check swing does not happen often. This guy obviously had some good karma coming his way.
So here's Malik Smith. He grounds it sharply to third. Right to Donaldson. Gonzalez for 1. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Well, he showed right there why he's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the 1 out.
Digging in once again, Donnie Walton. No hits for him to this point, not unlike many of his fellow teammates. First pitch on its way. Into right field, that's a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
So striding in, Mitch Haniger, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Set and the pitch.
Oh, that's kicked out.
The 1-0.
Nope, outside.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2-1 after the foul ball there.
Man, the Mariners have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game long. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a great time.
Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
First pitch coming. Here it is. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third. The 1-1 home. Hit out towards second. Gonzalez is there to second for 1. On to first.
Got it.
Double play as their woes continue. The inning is over.
Ooh.
Just what the doctor ordered. He gets the double play to get him out of the inning. Back with more Monday Night Baseball following this. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Max Kepler. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Have him played perfectly as it's hit on the ground. Reined in. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
Up next for Minnesota.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. And he's likely just trying to put one in play here. 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts thus far. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors in the ball game for Minnesota. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
Now a pitch swung on and
I
missed.
might make a trade for a really good relief
evidence
pitcher.
of a pitcher and catcher
really
being
prospect.
totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know
I think
that's a good pitch for him right now.
Just one more
Now the 2-1.
really good veteran pitcher.
This is line to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Their own pitcher is absolutely
Josh just likes to get dirty.
This is a big moment in this game. If his teammates can pick him up and drive him in now, that might be all they need to get the W here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Nelson Cruz. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First delivery to him on the way. Starts him with a good rising fastball there for strike 1.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
A high fastball is in there. Oh, and 2, here it comes. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That's 10 strikeouts for him now, and I'll tell you, he could rack up quite a few more before he's done. Still a lot of game left in this one.
Into the box now, Jorge Polanco. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Ready with the 0-1.
Oh, that pitch is out.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Ball and 2 strikes.
The count is 1 and 2.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. From the stretch, the 1-2 ripped down the line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1 and 2. 2 out here and a runner at second. Just hung in there on that one. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2 and 2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3 and 2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome. You go back to the dugout as an offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Line drive to center field. Fraley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1 left for Minnesota, but they lead it 1-0. Here's Carlos Gonzalez. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, down.
Hard hit ball to second. Gonzalez is up with it. And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
Now batting, third baseman, Seeger.
1 away for Seattle now in inning number 7. And into bat next, the third baseman, Kyle Seeger. Now a fastball.
Give me that.
Been
Come on.
too low here. It's ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1.
Great job of doubling up with a fastball inside. A lot of times you'll see a pitcher go in there, but they won't go back in there a second time. This guy's not afraid to pitch inside.
And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
Fouled off. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Grounded up the first baseline. Scooped up, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Next for Seattle, Shed Long. It was a walk in his last trip. And that misses ball 1. Lays off again, and it's 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
The pitch. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. It remains 1-0. Dan Altavilla gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Bottom of the inning now, and here comes the first baseman, Miguel Sano. Pitch on the way. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
2 balls and no strikes to Miguel Sano.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
A 2-ball 1-strike count to the Twins' first baseman. The 2-1. Popped him up. Seeger in foul ground. Into the stands. He got it.
Nice play. The baggy. Eddie already popped one out.
Standing again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far.
No ball game.
Now here it comes.
Ball 1, no strike.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. 2-0 to the Twins left fielder. Fouled away. The 2-1 home.
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
That was a nasty slider.
A nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
At the plate, Marwin Gonzalez as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Twins are set down 1-2-3, but they're up 1-0. In now, Tom Murphy, a hit in 2 tries so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First delivery to him on the way. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times, you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working.
Very tight ball game so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison, and both guys have given excellent performances to this point. Coming to the plate now, Jake Fraley. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
The 2-0 on the way. It's laid off, but in there for strike 1. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now.
One of the things you want to do with a starter, get that pitch count up. Here's another productive at bat, is this count now gets to 3 balls and 2 strikes.
High in the air out to center field. Kepler's there for it, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Malik Smith.
In now the Mariners DH, Malik Smith. He reached on a fielder's choice previously.
Yeah, I need to see some solid contact right here. Certainly it'll get the confidence going. He's been slumping pretty hard.
Ball 1 to start the at bat.
Probably going to be his last batter.
Hit on the ground to short.
But maybe not.
Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Mariners are down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Matt Miguel is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 61.
The next twin up, Jake Cave. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line toward right center. Fraley is to his left as he puts it away in the alley for the 1st out of the inning.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Now in the box, Miguel Amaya. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Mitch Garver will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with 1 gone in the inning.
Mitch Garver.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. 261 the average coming into action here. 5 homers and 8 runs batted in. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. And down in the Mariner bullpen, it looks like a right-hander's up to throw. Swinging a hard liner to center field. And the pinch hitter will not be able to advance the cause, and there are 2 away now.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
The fastball here as they'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Not a bad spot to miss right there. Much rather have it run inside than out over the plate where the hitter can do a lot of damage.
A ball and a strike.
We're going to see him throw that hard fastball early and often.
And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. All even now, 2-2. The pitch. Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm.
Oh, fastball.
Now another 2-2. Swing and a liner. That gets down and the inning continues.
The third baseman, number 24. Donaldson.
So now to the plate, Josh Donaldson, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. And he fouls this one off. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2. Struck him out. Struck him out again.
Ooh, he
I
broke
should say
it.
his third punch out of the game. Twins wind up stranding one, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Mitch Garver will stay in the ball game, taking over the catching duties behind the plate. Ready once again, Donnie Walton. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Well, when you've only surrendered one hit to the top three guys in the order up to this point in the game, you know you're doing something right, Matt. You're spot on. Whatever they discussed coming into this game has worked out beautifully.
Adrianza is going to come on as a defensive replacement now as he takes over at first base.
Number 13.
Taylor Rogers comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the ninth.
Taylor Rogers.
Close it out.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Down 21.
Now the 1-1 pitch to first, and that is into right field. So the leadoff man's aboard here to kick off the ninth.
Now batting, right fielder, Mitch Haniger.
To the plate now, Mitch Haniger, as he hits it weakly on the ground toward first. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. Only play to the pitcher covering, and the runner moves into second on the play.
Now batting, the first baseman,
Dan Vogelbach is next. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
1-0 pitch is a slider, swung on and missed. 1-1. One out and a runner on second base. Drilled on the ground to short. Fielded cleanly. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Big play.
Now batting, left fielder, Gonzalez.
Settling in now, Carlos Gonzalez. His career numbers against this pitcher, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. This is taken outside for ball 1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Gonzalez has over 200 career home runs, so he's certainly capable of leaving the yard in this big spot here.
Oh, yeah, Matty, absolutely. Right man, right time. He's been there, done that, hit a bunch of home runs in his career, and he'd set something nice for him.
Ready with the 1-1. Popped him up. He's got it. And the Twins have taking the opener here at home as this ball game is over.
Wow, that's a rarity. A 1-0 game in baseball these days. Both of these pitchers pitched awfully well. It's a shame one of them had to lose this game.
And that one run held up tonight, 1-0 the final. The Minnesota Twins used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Jake Odorizzi takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Yusei Kikuchi struck out 10 in the losing effort. Taylor Rogers earns the save out of the bullpen, his 5th of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Another dub, 3 in a row. Come on.
Hi, I'm Just.
Who entered the last game of the series? I need to win it because Cleveland's won 4 in a row.
We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. The Minnesota Twins are looking to wrap this thing up, but with a 1-run lead and the middle of the order due up, this thing is by no means over. Mitch Haniger is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. The 1-0. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Kepler's there for it. 2 gone.
The first baseman, Daniel Vogelbach.
Striding forward now, the Mariners cleanup hitter, Daniel Vogelbach. Lifetime against this pitcher. He's just 1 for 6. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. 1-1. Two balls and a strike to the Mariners' first baseman. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Last strike.
Now this crowd of just over 21,000 are on their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, as a former pitcher, you know I love these low-scoring games as opposed to those slugfests. This was like a throwback game when home runs weren't so common, and pitching was really dominant. No complaints here.
Pitching and defense game 2-1 the final score this afternoon. Minnesota jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Jose Barrios takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Nick Margevicius pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. Taylor Rogers closes the door for the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
We'll play one more player lock game. And we will be That'd be Eddie.
We are under the lights this of baseball on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins. It's time for Twins baseball next. Kenta Maeda, the right-hander from Japan, will get the starting assignment in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, this guy loves pitching at home. He's had a little bit of a rough go pitching on the road so far this season, but he's in his home environment, and I'm sure he's glad and comfortable that he's pitching at home in this one. Hopefully, he can string together another strong home start.
The set and the 1-2. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Rosario is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Red Sox settle for just the one. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Red Sox 1 and the Twins nothing. Eduardo Rodriguez gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this has been a really strange year for this guy. He's pitched much better at home than he has on the road. He struggled on the road almost the entire season up to this point. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn that around in this one here.
Pops this one up. Devers shading to his right. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So 4 runs in the inning, and they come on the strength of the 2 big flies. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The Twins are in front, 4-1. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And in to hit next, it'll be the left-handed batter, Jackie Bradley Jr. Now it's driven the other way with some authority, headed toward the foul pole. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall.
That's how quickly things can change in this crazy game. The pitcher was upset about the call on the previous pitch, which could have been strike 3. Then he serves up one for a double. Good example of why you have to have a short memory in this game. You let those things get
4-6.
Digging in, Eddie Rosario. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, and it's fouled away. The 0-1 on its way. In there, in control 0-2 now. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
Hey, nice and patient.
The next 0-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to stuff down in a way. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
This is line to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Catch is made. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
Man, this is a spot where you really want to get greedy as a hitter. Bases loaded, nobody out. You're hoping for that big swing of the bat. What does he get? A sacrifice fly, and only 1 run scores. I'm sure he wanted more, but he's not going to complain about the RBI.
Damn it.
Ready now from him so far in this one. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. It was a fly out for him in his last trip.
Moreland.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Rosario is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Stepping into the box, Eddie Rosario. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Ranging back is Bradley, but he can't get to this one. It's off the wall, and he will pull into second with a 2-out double.
There we go.
Every hitting coach in the league will tell you it only takes 1 swing of the bat to get out of a slump, and maybe that's what we're seeing right here. He's been struggling, no doubt about it, but he's able to lace this thing off the wall, and he's standing at second with some newfound confidence.
The third baseman, number 24, Donaldson.
Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. Drilled right back up the middle. Bogarts to his left. He's there. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out. Standing in, Christian Vasquez. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit.
That's ball 4. He's out. Ball 4. Take the base. Out.
Wow, they were banging on all
Terrible
cylinders
game.
from the leadoff man to
Pissed. Yes. Take that back. Will Holland injured. Knee inflammation. Keep active. So we'll play this one tonight. Big game. 4-0. Nathan Eovaldi.
Great Sunday action lies ahead, but first, here's what happened in the major leagues on Saturday. Starting in the American League Central, the Minnesota Twins put together 10 total hits as they beat the visiting Red Sox 6-5. The Indians amassed 14 hits in the game as they pummeled the Yankees 13-7. Ryan Yarbrough fell short of the shutout but pitched into the 9th inning, not allowing any runs, leading Tampa Bay to a win over Kansas City 1-0. The San Diego Padres only allowed 2 hits in the game as they bested the Tigers in extra innings 2-1. The Chi Sox racked up 11 hits as a team as they pulled off the win against the Angels in Orange County 8-5. The Baltimore Orioles combined to give up just 5 hits as they took down the visiting Blue Jays 2-1. The Mariners grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 4-3. The Oakland Athletics sent 3 balls into the seats as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 6-3. The Mets picked up 14 hits in total as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-6. The Philadelphia Phillies had 12 hits as a team as they bested the Cubbies at Wrigley Field 10-9. That now makes 8 straight wins for the team. Nicholas Castellanos grabbed 3 base knocks as the Reds were winners over the Diamondbacks 6-5. The Dodgers totaled 11 hits as they defeated the Pirates at PNC Park 6-3. The Marlins knocked out 12 hits as a team as they beat the Cardinals on the road 6-1. The Milwaukee Brewers combined for a 4-hitter as they took care of the Rocks in Colorado 2-0. The San Francisco Giants combined to allow only 4 hits as they bested the visiting Nats 1-0. It was their 7th straight victory. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.